evening, everyone, and welcome to the Old Curiosity Shop Live. I'm broadcasting from the little dining room of the 1925 bungalow this evening, and it is a special snow and ice live sale. That's right. Now, we're going to start selling at 8:10. So you go and get yourself a snow cone or a bowl of ice cream. Save a little bit on the electric bill. Turn that heat down. Is it on 68? Turn it down to 65. Come on, get into the mood of the thing. My thermostat is on 65. I'm all dolled up here in my winter attire to celebrate our snow and ice. Now, if you don't know what that is, I don't know. It was, I guess, during the pandemic. I said, oh, poo. We've taken all the decorations down, and now I have to sit here in this blah, blah, blah. I said, oh, let me go get some blue glass, like this. And then find myself maybe a little bit of EAPG. And mix it with some, some fancy milk glass. And maybe we can come up with a new decorating scheme. I call it snow and ice. So I've spent the last year looking for these things and sitting on them. You know how hard it is to hold on to this and wait? Now, I did a preview video. And if you didn't see it, you don't have time to go look at it now, but I did. And that will show you what's being sold tonight. But we've got a very special guest that you guys don't know about. That's right. I am going to have to take these gloves off because I can't type. So we'll pull these off. And I do have my hot coffee sitting here on one of those little electric burner things, so it will stay nice and warm. You know those little rings that keep your glasses hot, or your coffee hot, or whatever you're drinking, so it'll stay hot. Hello, everyone. Old Man Winter. I'll tell you what. Old Man Winter, Old Woman Winter, whatever it is having a lot of fun across this country. We're having some interesting weather in the old United States of America. And we sure have had some wild weather here on the East Coast. And I know you're having it in various parts. I hope you're safe and dry and warm wherever you are and are feeling happy. I'm happy because, I had to run out before this broadcast. And I was thrilled to see how many people. I love to drive around at night and look in people's, not nasty, but it's kind of fun when you kind of can see inside people's houses, their living rooms and things. You know how many Christmas trees are up and lit? I love it. I think we need to start a new trend. The commercial world makes us think we need to put our Christmas trees up the day after Halloween, and then they want it all boxed up the day on Christmas Eve because they can't make any more money. I say we start a new club that says we're keeping some of our Christmas decorations up just as long as we want. Now, I mean, not till the 4th of July, but mine are still up. See, you can't see above the, you can't see. Mine are up. My nativity is still up there. The garland is lit. My tree is up. I'm not ready to let go of it yet. So don't you let anybody tell you that you need to take your Christmas decorations down too soon. All right. Welcome, friends. I won't name names because I'll skip someone and someone will say, he never says my name. But we've got 258 folks here tonight, and I am so glad you're here. Can you see me? Can you hear me? It's going to be a regular old live sale, just like normal. And so we'll just take a look at the comments for a second here. Make sure you're going to leave yours up. Good. Oh, some of you didn't decorate. That's fine. My heater is not broken. Tom, the technician, was back yesterday. Yeah, yesterday morning. And did a little more work. But yes, I've got heat. Thank you for asking. Thumbs up. Thank you very much. Thumbs up. Thank you. All right, it's 8:05. I would like to welcome especially anyone who is new. And I want to make sure that new folks, maybe who have never participated before, you are encouraged and welcomed. It's not a private club. It's not a private chat room. In fact, sometimes folks feel a little intimidated because they're not one of the normal names. This isn't a Yahoo chat room. This isn't any private chat. You come on in and say hello, okay? I want to know who you are, where you're from, what do you collect? I go back and I do read the chat. I don't watch the whole video. I don't like watching myself. But I do like to go back and read and see if we have new folks. That's always a thrill for me to find out who you are and where you're from. So keep in mind, old timers, this is a live sale. And so if you might be tempted to sort of get into any private types of things, this isn't really the platform for that. So let's keep the chat focused on the sale at hand. Have a good time. Okay. But remember, it is a live sale. And so if you have questions about any of the items that I hold up, feel free to ask me. I've got Jeffrey moderating tonight. And also then that way I can see very quickly if anybody is asking me questions about condition and size and that kind of a thing. All right, so I'm anxious to get started. I guess, especially if you're new, I'll let you know that I ship out of Southern New Jersey. Shipping is up to you. In other words, you'll get an invoice. I use Pirate Ship to ship as cheaply as possible. I don't charge for packing materials. And if you've purchased before, I have your information. If you're new tonight and you purchased from me for the very first time, yay! But please email me tonight. Yep, like during the show, because I've had some problems with mistakes that can happen easily. And then the buyer and the seller, we can't get together because I never hear from you. So if you're new tonight and you win something, wonderful. All I ask is that you send me your information during the sale. And that would be to oldcuriosityshop99@gmail.com. And I know some of my friends who are always here and always willing to help will put that in there. And I so appreciate that. oldcuriosityshop99@gmail.com. And then that way I can get the invoice out to you. And I will work on them tomorrow morning. Now let me come out of this scarf just a little bit. But it's snow and ice tonight. Now, before we actually start the auction, before we start the live sale, we have a special guest. That's right. We have a very special guest that's going to join us, and we're going to sell our special guest right after the intermission. And I'm going to start off by showing you he is fresh. I didn't even get a chance to clean him. He's in full working order, but you're probably going to want to take a little toothbrush to him and get him cleaned up. Oh my goodness. Yes, indeed. All right, everybody from the 70s, look out. We've seen those Christmas trees. Have you seen this before? Well, he is dated 1978, and it looks like he was manufactured by Dot. Hello, Dot from 1978. Look at the light bulbs. They blink. Now, it's flocked in the little frosty snow. He is a homemade ceramic project. I have not seen him before. Perhaps some of you have. And he has a music box in his back. He's not broken anywhere. He is missing a few tiny little plastic things that you put in there. We'll see him again later, but all those big beads are there. His music box works. We'll turn him on just for a second here. I don't know if you'll even be able, oh, there he goes. Now, those light bulbs that are on there blink, and they blink different colors once they heat up. We'll look at him again, and we're going to go ahead and sell him at just after 9 o'clock, the 9 o'clock intermission. There he goes. He's blinking. He's a special snowman. See that? Mm-hmm. Put that back on there. I'm not going to crank up that music box. I think you know the song that it plays, but I don't want to listen to it for the next 20 minutes. Okay, that's the only thing that you didn't see that we're going to have tonight. 1979. He should be in a blue, Paldor blue leisure suit, should he not? He is wonderful, Margaret. I love him. Have you seen him before? He's tall. 13 inches, 14 inches. One of those homemade ceramics. Yeah. Okay. We're going to go ahead and get it started with our first item. And I'm going to be typing in the word stop. I don't think it's vital that we type in the word start, because it starts when I hold it up and I say, here we go. But a lot of you seem to really like having the word start. So does anybody out there want to just put in start? I guess we should name Jeffrey. Are you able to do that? I'm going to go ahead and ask Jeffrey to do it because I've given him the wrench for the night. So Jeffrey, if you don't want to, you don't have to. But if you're busy doing other things, we are starting here at, I'll put stop in. And remember, there's always a lag, folks. So, and I move pretty quickly. So remember that if you see items that you're interested in, don't wait too long because you might miss out the way the lag works. Okay, we're going to start here at $22 on these two pieces. You're getting both of them. Now, I did group things together. So I don't have any, what do you call it, choice. And I'll tell you, but you get both of these. I think Jeffrey is going to be, Jeffrey, are you typing in the start for me? Okay. KP, thank you. I think Jeffrey's going to cover it. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I just don't want to confuse anybody. Okay. So we're going to start at $22 on these two pieces of glass, both made by Westmoreland. I don't think there's any damage on either one of them. This one is marked Westmoreland on the bottom, and it's their beautiful English hobnail. It's milk glass, probably from the 1950s. This piece over here is a satin blue, and it's got grapes on it. Look how pretty that is. This piece is unmarked, but I believe this is also a piece of Westmoreland glass. And if I make any mistakes on the attribution of the makers, please let me know. But this one, definitely Westmoreland because it's marked. No chips or cracks on either one. And we're going to get somebody's collection started with this, or add to somebody's collection with these two pretty pieces of Westmoreland glass. There's not much left, just rubble of the poor old Westmoreland factory there in outside of Jeanette, Grapeville, Pennsylvania. I drove by it and I didn't stop. I think maybe next time I will. So the high bid right now looks like it's Kathleen at 25, and I'm going to count it down. So here I go. Remember, we're going to move quickly. Are the helicopters coming in? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm watching myself on my screen, and I can read my lips. And so what happens is, here's how I'm accounting for the lag. Now, I just put in the stop, and then I'll hit refresh. See, I've got two screens, and I'm looking at myself live, but down here, I'm looking at the screen that has the delay on it. And when I see my lips go 3, 2, 1, I then put the stop in there. So that helps account a little bit for the lag. All right, let's hit the refresh, and it looks like it looks to me as though perhaps I've got Kathleen Workman at 25. All right. If you'll allow me to announce the winner and then announce your congratulations if you'd like to, that would be good. Okay, Kathleen at 25. We got it. Kathleen, thank you so much. I wonder if you have a collection already of glass like this, or if you're adding to your collection. I think Mickey Mouse is going to come out because now I'm starting to get warm in here. Okay, Kathleen, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's put those down and we'll move on. Next up, we've got two more items, and it's these right here. And we start at, we're going to start at $22 on these. Okay, so look at this. We've got a Fenton silver crest and probably a piece of pilgrim glass. We start at $22 on these pieces. And the blue piece, again, I know that you can tell pilgrim by its, whatever they do to their pontil. That's an unpolished pontil, and it's a pretty optic ribbed piece of glass there in this pretty blue color. And then the silver crest is nice. Now this is unmarked, and Fenton didn't mark their stuff before, what, 1970 or 71. They would have labels that fall off, such as that little Fenton label there, which fell off of something else. And then the small Silvercrest candy dish here goes with this. So both of these pieces, $22 for the two. No chips or cracks on either one. No, good condition. And you can see they stand about, this is about 5 inches tall, and this one maybe 4. There'll be a few more pieces of Fenton Silver Crest. A few more. You used to have Silver Crest on top of your kitchen cabinets. Very nice. Poet Vic has the high bid right now at $22. And we're going to count it down because we've got a lot of glass to get through. So don't be shy. If you're going to place a bid, go ahead and place it. And we'll count it down. The high bid right now is now at 25, and we're counting it down. Here we go. 10. I forgot where to start. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. All right, I'll set these down. I'm looking at myself down here. I just said that's it. And there goes the stop. And now I'll hit refresh. And I'll move these to the floor. I hope everyone is doing well and enjoying themselves. And I see just before the stop, let me hit live chat again. And on my screen, I see Poet Vic at 26, who came in just after Benita Taylor. It looks like Poet Vic. Wait a minute. It goes so fast. Poet Vic at 26. Thank you, Poet Vic. I appreciate that. Yep, make sure you're in live. Make sure you hit refresh often. It is very refreshing. Listen. You ought not to fall asleep. I told you to turn your heaters down and get you a snow cone. This is snow and ice. If you start dozing off, we're going to have to open a window. And I said window. Ooh. Ooh. I forgot to put cream in that coffee. Thank you, Poet Vic. I appreciate it much. We're going to start now with... La da da da. 3 pieces of, all for one price, $15. If you'd like to start a hobnail, an opalescent hobnail collection, $15. Chip and crack free on all 3 pieces. Thank you so much for asking everyone to give a thumbs up. I appreciate that. And starting at 15, you get all 3 pieces of the hobnail with the opalescent. And I just love the Anchor Hocking Moonstone. I think it's beautiful, and there are so many pieces of it that you can get for the table. But here we've got a nappy, as we call them here in the US, with a bowl. And then over here is another 3-parted bowl, serving bowl, and then this nice divided piece. So without any chips or any cracks, you can have a nice collection of what kind of candy is blue? Aren't there some like ice blue candies in like a blue cellophane wrap? Wouldn't they be neat in here? You know, for snow and what other kind of blue candies? Becky has the high bid at 21. What blue candies would you put in here? I know they make those little icy, maybe cough drop. Maybe I'm thinking of cough drops. Put Ludens in it. Oh, I'm not sure. Anyway, mints. Horehound is, yeah, but isn't Horehound is dark? It's not light blue. I got some Horehound candy out in the kitchen, but it's dark. You guys want to put dark chocolate in it? Peppermint patties. Oh, I'm thinking about something blue. Oh, I don't know. All right, we'll count it down. The high bid is Becky Leslie at 25, and here we go. That's the high bid. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Now let me get ready to put the stop in there. All right, the stop is in. And I have refreshed. Come on now, what are those blue candies called? They're like butterscotches. Maybe the candies are clear, but they have a blue wrapper on them. York peppermint patties have dark chocolate on them. All right, I'll give it up. It looks like it's Jenny Mac at 20. No, it looks like it's Becky Leslie at 30. Can you confirm that, Jeffrey? I think Becky's came in just before Jenny Mac, before the stop, and it looks like it is Becky Leslie at $30. Becky, you might be new to me. If you are new to me, Becky, could you shoot your information to me during the sale so we make sure we get connected? That would be Old Curiosity Shop 99@gmail.com. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you for putting that in. I appreciate that. Thanks. Hey, back in the day. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, no, there were those little. So let me stop talking and write this down before. It was Becky at 30. I have a cousin named Becky. No, wait a minute. Let me go back up. Yeah, you know what I'm thinking of? There were these little, no, not York. Hold on for a second. It's Leslie. Okay. All right. I'm going to look for your email, Becky. Becky Leslie. Okay. You know what I'm thinking of? There were these awful little chalky pink things that the old church ladies always gave you. And there was a blue one too. They were kind of like Necco wafers, but they were thick. Not after dinner mints. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, your uncle worked at it was this awful chalky thing, and it almost seems like you would take it for constipation or something. What was that candy? Yep, it's also in there, Becky. It's Old Curiosity Shop 99@gmail.com. Old Curiosity Shop 99, no spaces, @gmail.com. And of course, I'm going to need your full mailing address and the email address that's associated with your PayPal account. If you don't have a PayPal account, that's okay, but you have to let me know so that I can send you an invoice as a guest. If you don't tell me that, I'll send you an invoice and you'll never get it. And then it's 3 or 4 days and we can't figure it out. Okay, so you can just let me know in the email. You know what I'm talking about, Carmen? I don't know their name, but they were pink and they were blue. And they were great big thick things. Kind of chalky. Okay, Becky. Thank you. Now, ice blue spooner. Oh, this thing. I'm calling it a spooner, but I'm sure that it's not. Starting out at $22 on these two pieces, a Northwood opal, white opal piece, and this little thing. I'm just going to call it a spooner for the lack of calling it something else. I suppose you could call it a spooner if you wanted to. These two pieces. Now, I believe this is attributed to Northwood and not Dugan Diamond. Sometimes I get some of these things confused. This is old opalescent glass that goes back. And it's really pretty. Look at the feet on that. And look at the color on this. Oh my word, the color on this is out just over the moon. No chips or cracks on either one. You get both of them. And we're starting out at $22, what did I tell you? $22 on these, both pieces. I just love this glass. I love white opalescent glass. And the condition, as I said, flawless. No marks on either one. This looks like it wants to be an EAPG pattern, but yet that blue almost looks mid-century, so I just don't know. Thank you so much. It's good to be with you guys on a Thursday night. Hey, I'll be back here on Monday. Yeah. I'll be here Monday. So we'll see you then as well. That's going to be a regular old Curiosity Shop live sale. But this is the special snow and ice. The high bid right now is Joan at 26, I think. Probably Ellie Smith. That sounds like a good guess, Karen. This one probably Ellie Smith. Yeah. I think Karen is probably right about that. And this one being, what did I tell you, Northwood? All right, the high bid now appears to be 22, and we'll count these down. Here we go. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On both of those pieces of glass. There we go. Let's get back over here and put the stop in there. And refresh it. And it appears as though, let me go over here and go to live chat. Can you see me when I go way down there? I guess you don't need to see me. Patsy M, it appears to have the high bid at 43. Patsy, thank you. I appreciate that. Patsy M. Across the country. And of course, Patsy, I've got your information, and it's always sort of slightly nerve-wracking until I make sure stuff gets to Patsy, because it goes from one coast to the next. And I think we do pretty well, Patsy. We've shipped some big things out to you. I think maybe we've had one breakage. Maybe just one. Thank you, Patsy. Okay, now I have to tell you, where is it? Oh, here it is. Get ready, mid-century. It's the only real. Now, I've got things here made in the mid-century, but when we think of mid-century design, boy, we think of that, right? Viking, help me. $15. So just this one piece. And I'll let you all, who are the experts, not me, tell me all about it. But I think we say Viking handkerchief or handkerchief. I'll let you look at it. It's a beautiful mid-century blue, as you can see. And it's got these little, and none of them are the same height. That one's the tallest one. And then this one, I'm not sure. I guess it's abstract, right? So it's a piece of, is it Viking glass? Mid-century folk? You tell me. And what do you call that blue? Is that teal? Yes, we do. No breakage and yeah. Oh, Oregon. Okay. Right. So yes, Viking. Okay. All right. Thank you for welcoming the new folk, KP. I appreciate that. You bought something similar to that on a field trip to Viking glass in the 60s. You did, Dana. How about that? Now, what is Tamara? You want me to ship it to you, Tamara Morning? I've heard of Blue Neek. Oh, my word. Dirt Road Memories has the high bid now at 28, I think. I really don't know much about New Martinsville once it became Viking, and there was this shift into the mid-century. So, but it fits the bill, and I know we have mid-century folks, so I'm always trying to look out for you. We'll count it down. I believe we're at $28, and so here comes the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know why I went up in my seat like that when I said 1, but I do silly things every now and then. Oh, look at that. I did. How ridiculous. That's why I don't watch myself. I say, oh my gosh, you look ridiculous. You know, it's like listening to yourself talk on a tape recorder. No. Okay. Sorry, I'm late. You're not late. Did anybody actually do what I told you? Is anybody actually eating a snow cone? I bet you're not. I told you to. So you don't listen to me. Well, then I'm not eating a snow cone either. Are you kidding? I'm not a fool. 10 degrees outside. I don't want a snow cone. Let's see. Oh, wait. Who won? Oh, gosh. Here I'm running my mouth. Is it Dirt Road? Sorry about that. Okay, Dirt Road at 32. I'm sorry, everybody. I got talking. Now, listen here, Dirt Road. Thank you. I don't know you. And I'm glad to know you. I think you're new. And as such, I would require you to please, if you would be so kindly to do so, send me your information within the next 5-10 minutes, 15 minutes while I'm live, so I can make sure we get connected. I'll check all that during the intermission. That would be Old Curiosity Shop 99@gmail.com. And that's not because I'm trying to be fussy or I don't trust people. I've had new bidders before, and sometimes it's hard to get connected because we don't always type in the exact thing in terms of email or the correct information. And then I'm not able to send you your items. So once we get connected and I'm certain that we're connected, then we don't have any issues. So very good. All right. Send me your info. Old Curiosity Shop 99@gmail.com. Your mailing address, the email address associated with your PayPal account, and then I can get an invoice out to you tomorrow morning. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone who bid. I appreciate that. That's so kind of you all. What's coming up next? We're starting at $16. So Jeffrey, if you'll put, let's see here. Okay, if you would put the 16 in for me, Jeffrey, who is my guest moderator tonight. We have a pressed EPG platter and a blue. Oh, these. we're starting at $16. Look at this. Now, I put these two together just because I felt like it. We have a blue rolled edge console bowl and a pressed EAPG platter serving dish thing. Let's show them to you one at a time. It's both of them now. Okay, there we go. I see dirt road. See, I get it right here, and it looks like you did say, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. I think okay, I'm back. Hold on, everybody. I'm coming back. All right. Now there's going to be like 20 minutes of you disappeared. I'm back. What you'll get, and we're starting out at $16. This is looks like a mixing bowl, doesn't it? But not with that rolled edge like that. It's just a really nice, deep console bowl, made in the 1920s or early 30s. It's a beautiful piece of glass with the rolled edge. And I think it looks great on top of this. Boy, isn't that pretty? This pressed glass. Yeah, that is all of 10 inches across. All right. So kind of flares up a little bit. And let me hold it still for you to see the pattern on it. Yeah. I think the high bid at the moment might be $26 with Karen K. And of course, I just had that sitting there because I think it makes kind of a neat underplate for a center bowl. Just pretty colors again. And the bowl itself measures 9 inches across. And so both of these will come your way. I don't see any questions on them. They are not chipped or cracked. No, I don't see any scratches. Yeah, I think they're pretty together, Carmen. So we'll count them down. The high bid appears to still be, the high bid now appears to be 30. And we'll count them down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. All right. There goes the stop. There goes the refresh. That's all happening down here on my laptop. Oh, my camera went crooked on me. There we go. All right. Now, let me get back into live chat. And it looked like, is it Patsy M at 42? It looks like Patsy M. Patsy, thank you. How's the weather out there? Huh? Is it all right? Jefferson. Oh, where is it? Is Attic Fair, Vintage Fair here tonight? Patsy, thank you. Thank you, everyone who placed bids. I appreciate that. This, one piece, good shape, $18. I believe this is Jefferson glass, beaded fan, white opal. But then I was reading something from Attic Fair, and I don't remember. It might be attributed to Dugan Diamond. I can't remember. But I'm going to say Jefferson, Dugan Diamond. It's definitely a piece of white opalescent glass, and this is what was popular during the era. And did we say, I don't know if Jeffrey put in, yeah, he did. Thank you, Jeffrey. $18. So we had a lot of pretty glass like this that became popular between 1900 and 1930. Carnival glass, opalescent glass, stretch glass. Yeah. Iridescent glass that wasn't necessarily carnival because it wasn't heavily embossed with patterns. But this is just really pretty with all of the ruffles. And I think my favorite part is the base. Can you see the little dots, the little circles here on the base? I love that. I just love it. Yeah, I love that base. How big, please? It's 9 inches across. That on me, that span is 9 inches. So maybe 8.5 inches across. And it looks like it stands about 4 inches tall. So the size of a bonbon dish. Yeah. For candies. And I don't know. There's just something about that base I really, really like. And you can see the white opalescence. It's pretty piece. The high bid right now is 25. No, it's 26. And we'll count it down. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. I'm going to have to rearrange here in a minute. I guess I'll do that during the intermission. All right, the stop is in there. Let me hit the refresh and go back and make sure I'm in live chat. A few minutes ago, Helen Kane was singing "Button Up Your Overcoat," and it looks like it's Patsy M again. No, I'm sorry, it's Joan. No, it's Patsy M at 39. I believe it's Patsy M at 39. And Patsy, thank you. We're going to have more than one box headed out to Oregon. Oh, golly. Woo, get that down there so I don't step on it. Yes, Patsy. Okay, good. Thank you. Let's keep the ball rolling. It is 8:42 p.m. We take an intermission at 9 o'clock, but we're not there yet. We've got a Northwood. Okay. I've been sitting on this for the longest time. Look at that. How unusual. $23 is where we start. This is a Northwood beads and bark. Beads and bark. Now, if you want to call it a chalice, you may. If you want to call it a vase, you may. It stands, that's about 6 inches tall. And I really do not know if it was designed to drink out of. I kind of don't think so. But you know, the funny thing is, do you see this like conical base here, stem here? That's completely hollow. Look. So when I stick my pen in, it goes all the way down. So if you do put stems in here, a stem of a flower, it would go all the way down to the bottom because it's open all the way through. But there's no mark on it. But I do believe that it is a piece of Northwood glass, and that particular pattern is referred to as beads and bark. The high bid right now is 29. It's very unique. I love everything about it. The white opalescence at the top. This very strange tree trunk base. Look at the bottom of it in a triangle with almost like a cyclone coming down in the middle. Just very unusual. Organic from here down, I guess. Back it up so you can see it. I'll let you, yeah. The bottom looks like a tadpole. Yeah, it's very unusual. The high bid right now is 29. If there are no questions, surprised I'm not keeping it. I know, Carmen. It looks like a squid. What part looks like a squid? This here is supposed to be tree trunks. I don't see squid. Lisa, does anybody see squid? Are you having calamari for dinner, Lisa? I got to get out there to your neck of the woods and give you your stuff. Okay. Harry Fern has a high bid now of 35. We're going to go ahead and count this down. And no chips or cracks on this very unusual piece of Northwood glass. I don't know if I'll ever see one again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And Harry James has just come on the radio. I believe that's Helen Forrest singing Kiss Me Once, Kiss Me Twice, Kiss Me Once Again. It's been a long, long time. All right, it's an old World War II song. My paternal grandmother liked that song. Okay. Oh gosh, here I go again. I stopped. See? I didn't even hit refresh. My mind got off on something else. I started running my mouth, and now I don't even know who won that piece of glass. Let me back up. Oh my gosh. This is why I shouldn't be doing this alone. It's Patsy at 48. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, everyone. You're going to have to just ignore me. What was it, 48? Harry, you just missed it. So it was Patsy McCarthy. Yeah, I love that song too. Congratulations, Patsy. Harry, I'm sorry you just missed it. I don't know if you've been here before. So if you really wanted that, that lag, I know. So you just by a couple of seconds, but we've got some more beautiful glass. So hang in there. Let me hit refresh. We've got 473 folks here tonight. I'm so glad that you're here tonight. And as I've said before, thank you, Patsy. As I've said before, that whether you buy anything or you're just snuggled up with your chocolate chip mint ice cream, I know that January and February can be difficult for folks who are very much affected by the darkness, and the holidays are over, and people start to maybe isolate a little bit. Don't you do it now. You call a friend, right? And I'll try to keep the videos pumped out. I'm trying to pump them out almost every day for you. And I know for a lot of folks, the online world is a lifeline. It's a connection, and it's a real connection. Even though we're not in the same room and we may never meet anybody, on this side, it's a real connection for folks, and I understand that. I do. So anyway, I don't want to get off on all of that, but keep those Christmas lights up. Keep yourself cheered up. Try to eat right. Try to get some exercise. Set your alarm clocks. Get out of bed. Don't let yourself lie in that bed if you start feeling right? There's a lot of things that we can do in January and February to keep our moods up and keep going. One of the things I want you to do is get out in those thrift shops and start finding some of these colors. Yeah, that's easy. Just walk up and down the aisles. These colors will jump out at you. And then you can start your own collection, right? Okay. What are you saying to me? Harry James. Yeah, I like Harry James a lot. He's a very good trumpet player. Well, very good trumpet player. One of the best. All right, let's do the Fenton piece here. And we're going to start off. I'm talking too much. $18 on the Fenton candle holder. $18, no chips, no cracks. It's in good condition. It had its label and the label fell off. I will include this if you really want it. I know my hand is covering it up, but that's the paper label that was on this. What do you do with all those holes down in there? You stick candles. Now, I don't have the candles that go in there, but apparently you could put candles in these holes, right? And that hole in the middle. And it is, as I said, it is Fenton, and it's also marked Fenton on the bottom. And there's a patent applied for. Do you see that in there? Patent applied for? But it's a pretty color blue. What's that, about 6 inches across the top there. And we're just going to sell this one piece by itself, this one piece of Fenton. I don't know what Fenton called it. What, you Fenton people, what did they call it? With all, to put all the little candles in there. Regular size or menorah size? I don't know, Jenny. I'll tell you this, my pinky fits beautifully. Not birthday candles. My pinky fits right into that hole, pardon the expression. And that's about the thickness of the candle, which doesn't really help because if you got fat hands or skinny hands, I don't know what size the candle, I'm not sure what size candle goes in it, but I better stop. We'll count this down. The high bid right now, I think, be quiet, Jeffrey. Thank you, Alicia. Medium tapers, I don't know. Betty Grable, what's that got to do with? Yeah, I can put my finger in all, I can put my pinky down in all those candle holes. Bigger than birthday. 10, 9, 8, 7. Yeah, get your finger out of there, Harry says. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now Rudy Valley's singing. I'm going to put this label back in there. And let me hit refresh. It's almost time for intermission. I can't believe it. All right. The stop is in there. Live chat. Let me hit the refresh button. Oh, gosh, Harry, you just missed it by a second. On my screen, now remember, we all see different things. I hit refresh, and I see Harry at 70 right after the stop. I'm going to let my moderator, Jeffrey, back me up and call it. Tell me if I've made a mistake, but I see Kathleen Workman at 55. Okay, Kathleen Workman at 55. Kathleen Workman. Harry, you just missed it. It's that old lag. That old lag. Better than an old hag. Okay. No, it's not Harry at 52. You need to hit refresh. If you back up above Harry, you'll see Kathleen had a higher bid at 55. So you have to scroll around, and Jeffrey did confirm that it is Kathleen Workman at 55. Right. Okay. So it's now 8:53. We're going to keep on going. Northwood inverted fan and feather. Ouch. Northwood. Okay. I think that's what this is. This might be the piece that could be this might be the piece that could be Dugan Diamond instead of Northwood. It's unmarked. I believe it's called inverted fan. No, patent applied for doesn't make it more valuable, simply because this is patent applied for on it. Good question. This piece here, we're going to start at $20. There's no, it's just this one piece. No damage on it, no problems with it. It's in excellent condition. And I believe this is attributed to Northwood, and it's called Inverted Fan and Feather. It's the only piece of blue opalescent that I've got. What a charming piece. Look at the decoration. ice blue. And instead of completely fading out to white, the opalescence is blue as well. The opalescence is blue as well. Yeah, that's not easy to say. The little marks that you see are called straw marks. It's part of the manufacturing process if you see anything, but it's not cracked. It really is a pretty piece of glass. All right, and we're going to go ahead. And it looks like our high bid is something like 32. I think it's Karen Williams at 32. A question for you from another. What question? What question? Lisa says, Scott, a question for you from another Cheryl adventure. Oh, was that about whether the patent number made it more valuable or not? We'll count this down. All right. I think our high bid is 32. And here comes the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's the stop. Let me hit refresh. Harry, I think you missed it again. Poor Harry. You're coming in just after. Let's see if he got it. No, this time you got it, Harry. I think you got it. Let me hit refresh. Jeffrey, hold on, everybody. Don't go congratulating anybody yet. You did that the last time, and somebody got mad at me because you congratulated the wrong person. And I got told off. Give me time to hit refresh. Give me time to announce it, and let my moderator, if you will, let the moderator do their work. We have to do that with this many folks because there are almost 500 people here, and we got to keep it. You know, there's certain things that you wouldn't understand unless you. All right, let's see. Did you get it, Harry? I'm sorry that you missed it, whoever it was before that. Let's see. Hold on now. Let me back. Hold on, everybody. It's, yeah, Jenny, you just missed it. It's Harry Fern at 50. All right, Harry, thank you. And congratulations on that piece. Now, Harry Fern. I think you're new to me, Harry. Send me your information. I need it tonight. In fact, I'm going to be checking during intermission to make sure I'm getting emails from everybody so that we can get invoices out tomorrow. So, Harry, if you'll be kind enough to send your statistics to Old Curiosity Shop 99@gmail.com. I want to thank Jeffrey for putting it up there on the screen for me. I need your name, your mailing address, and the email address that's associated with your PayPal account. If you don't have a PayPal account, let me know. Let me know, and I can still invoice you anyway, and you can check out as a guest. We're about halfway through. Nappy, 2 handles, blue embossed compote. What in the heck is that? Oh, this. Oh, and right after the intermission, Frosty the Snowman goes up for sale. If you came in late to class, you don't know what we're talking about, and you'll have to wait. It's a surprise. But we've got, thank you for asking Harry what he collects, because I think he's new. Welcome. What do you collect, Harry? Tell us about it. Oh my gosh, this is that double-handled, great big 9 inches with those handles. It's 12. You get that and that. We're going to do both of these pieces together. I'll show them to you up closely, but we're going at $20 on these 2 beautiful pieces of glass. $20 for both of these pieces. And Nappy is a little bowl that's got 1 handle on it. Ouch. And I think over in England, it's poopy diaper. So that would be a Nappy because it's got that one. I don't know where Nappy came from. Somebody will tell us. But it's got it's a little dish with a handle on it. One little handle on it like that. But this thing, these pieces right here at $20, both for one money. I don't know about this. I don't think this is terribly old, but it's got that sort of mid-century blue color. I don't see any marks on it at all. It's just a little footed compote kind of a thing there. This right here, okay. Oh, golly. Harry, I see I just got your email. I can't read it, but I see that I got it. That means we are connected and I will write back to you. It's fine that you don't have a PayPal account. Just make sure that your address is in that email. And when I invoice you, I'll invoice you as a special guest, and you can check out using any form of payment that you like. You'll just get a link to the invoice, and I'll work on that tomorrow. So, Harry, thank you for jumping on that and sending me that information right away. I so appreciate that. We are connected. Look at this. Now, I think this is both pressed and cut. Help me out, Karen. There was some glass called press cut. McKee did it. There are other companies where they would press it, but then go sit at a wheel and cut certain things out. This is all smooth around the saw teeth, right? This sawtooth edge. No chips anywhere along here. And this is not cut glass. It is pressed because it is smooth as a kitten's ear. But under here, oh boy, this is sharp, sharp, sharp. I'm going to cut myself. If I wanted to shave, all I would really need to do is go scrape my face on this, and my whiskers would come right off. So it's sharp under there, and it's really pretty. It's a nice big one. And you will get both of these beautiful pieces of glass for one price. That's right. So let me see here. Let me adjust my eyeballs so I can see. It's usually, yeah, a lot of it is marked press cut, McKee, and this one doesn't have any. This one, and sometimes it's marked and it's so hard to see it. There's no press cut or near cut mark on this one, but I'll tell you, I can tell you here that this is molded. And there's definitely some cutting done. A molded glass would not be as sharp as this. So some of this was cut. Anyway, that's what sits on the table, but it sure is pretty. And we'll go ahead and count these two pieces down. I think that our high bid, let me see, we've got a lot of discussion, so I need to back up. It might be Margaret Howe. No, I think it's Karen K at 44. You guys watch there. I think it's Karen K at 44, and we'll go ahead and count these two pieces down. Here we go. Am I missing any questions? Oh, I love the double handles. I rarely see double handles, Karen. In fact, I don't know that I've ever had one with double handles like that. I need to stop playing with it because I'm going to wind up throwing it on the floor. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Oh, look, my eyeball is right in the middle of that. All right, the stop is in there. I don't like the look of that eye. All right. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Anyway, it's intermission time, so nothing exciting is going to happen until the intermission is over. You guys can get up and run around the block. Go to the kitchen, go to the toilet. But come back now. If you get up and leave your screens, I want you to come back. Connie. Oh, we've got some new folks tonight. Connie, what? Beaver? Connie? Bearer Moscato. Totally messed that up. She's not going to pay for her invoice now because I butchered her name live on. I'm kidding. I do see Connie. Was it Connie? It is. Hold on. Okay, it is Connie. Connie, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Now, Connie, you already heard the speech. Won't you send your information to me now, if you will, at oldcuriosityshop99 at gmail.com. I want to make sure we are connected. 2 weeks ago, I had 2 people. They were new winners. They won a whole bunch of stuff, and then I never heard from them. So that's why I have to really implement that if you're new, I've got to get your information during the sale. Yes, I sent my info last month. Okay, you did. Connie, did you win something last month? Or did you just send it as sort of a pre-registration? If you won something, you're good. If you sent it as a pre-registration, will you send it again? Because I appreciate you. I do. I don't require that folks pre-register. In fact, I'd almost rather that they didn't, because then I would get like 50 emails and maybe nobody won anything. So it's just easier for me in terms of bookkeeping. So if you wouldn't mind, I probably have you, Connie, but if you wouldn't mind so terribly, what's the question, Jeffrey? You're telling me to look up. Hi all, did Scott sell his white opalescent? Yep. Attic Fair, I sold all of them. All right, I need to concentrate here on this, Connie. So Connie, if you'll send it to me again, now that I know that you won something, you'll get saved. You automatically get saved into the database. All right, this is intermission time, so I want everybody to just ignore me right now because I'm doing some bookkeeping here. I'm doing a little bookkeeping here to make sure. Okay, and it is intermission. So I'm going to get up for just a second. You guys can get up. Let me slowly back up because I need to rearrange some of this glass. All right, hold on, everybody. Oh, and as soon as I come back, we are going to be selling Frosty the Snowman. That's right. I talked about you a minute ago, Attic Fair. I wondered if you were here because I wanted to ask you something. And I did sell the opalescent. Sorry that you missed it. But here, everybody, while you're sitting there waiting for me to come back, I have had this blanket since I was a freshman in college. My aunt and uncle gave me that in 1985 when I went away to college, and I have had that blanket ever since. And it's in excellent condition. It's an old Woolrich blanket. Here, while I'm doing what I'm doing, you guys look at that, because he is the surprise. Shall we crank him up? We'll crank him up a little bit, and maybe you can listen to him. I think he sings Frosty the Snowman. All right, I'll be right back. I am coming back. It's intermission. Coming back. All right, let me see. I'm gonna trip. All right, we're doing very well here. We're doing very well. I haven't tripped on anything, and I haven't dropped any glass. Frosty the Snowman. Okay, I'm coming back. Let's move you up here. And Frosty, and if anybody wants to get an early bid in, he starts off at $20. All right, now, oh, I'm glad I have, there we are. All right, I'm back. Now, move that over there for a second. Bear with me, everyone. Okay, if you've just joined me, the intermission is over. This is the Snow and Ice live sale, and we're in our second hour. And I think we were just shy of 500 folks. We're now down to 425. So 25 of you decided to go watch Matlack reruns. That's fine. Am I back in here the right way? We're going to continue selling now. And I want to welcome those who have just joined us. Next up, let's see, let me measure. And that would be 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I guess it's about 14 inches tall. The music will stop. Let me just see if anybody... Okay, just make sure everybody's in. Okay, so now he dates to 1978. That's what it says on the bottom. I do not know which company made the mold. Holland mold, Atlantic mold, I don't know. He's not chipped or cracked. He starts at, what did I tell you, $20? He's about 14 inches tall. And down on the bottom, you've got these blinking light bulbs. I guess you could put something else in there so they don't blink if you don't like that. It was made by Dot in 1978. It has an on-off switch. Off, on. I'm not going to re-crank that music box, but you can hear he plays Frosty the Snowman. And there's a little twisty thing in his back. We can look up there. And oh, there's some spider webs. You get those too. Now, he's not missing any of these big beads, these big plastic beads. He's missing a few of the little ones. You can find them at craft shops. So you can just go somewhere and replace those. You got plenty of time. But there's his head and his face. He needs a little bit of cleaning. I'd get a toothbrush and some Windex or something and just clean him off. He's a little dusty because he's flocked with crystals. Yeah. Okay, he just stopped. But he does play Frosty the Snowman, and it's hard for me to get you to... Now, you got to keep in mind, he's going to be in a big box. So wherever you live, be prepared. I don't charge extra for shipping. I have shipped those Christmas trees before. But depending on where you live, he could be expensive to ship. But there he is. He's about 14 inches tall, homemade ceramic piece. Frosty the Snowman. And you'll be all set for next Christmas. Let me see if anyone is telling me anything that I need to tell you. Patty, did you know the Methodist Mister? Okay, now you're... All right, it looks like Mrs. Bunnell has the high bid at 50. Thanks for your help, Jeffrey. And Jeffrey, if you need to bow out at any point, you just let me know and we'll let you bow out. From what I can see, the high bid right now is $50, and we will count him down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm waiting for my face to say, there it is. All right, so the stop is in there. Now I'm going to hit refresh and gosh, I'm going to try Everybody wants me to get another cat. Can you see me right now with a cat running around in here? I'll get another cat one of these days. I'm not ready for it yet. Okay. Let me get, hold on everybody, because ouch, there we go. All right. Let me see what I've got. Oh dear. All right, refresh. Am I still broadcasting? Uh-oh, where did top chat go? Oh, there it is. Live chat. And it is Mrs. Bunnell. No, it's Jenny Mack at 60. Thank you, Jeffrey, for confirming that. Mrs. Bunnell, you just missed it. Jenny Mack got it at 60. Ooh. Oh, Jenny Mack at 60. Okay, I didn't write that down. 60. Thanks, Jenny. Jenny Mack at 60 is the Snowman. Westmoreland 1950s big. Oh, this guy right here. Okay, $18. Jenny, thank you. Thanks, everyone who placed bids. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. We're going to, oh, it did get up to 500, Karen? I didn't see that. Oh, it is there now. It's at 513. We got half of 1,000 people here. That's exciting. I'm so glad you're here. You're here, everybody. I wish I had put cream in this coffee, but I forgot. Look at this great big thing. Is it Westmoreland or Imperial? I think this is Westmoreland, isn't it? It's not marked. Great big thing. We could get a lot of macaroni and cheese in here. $18. Westmoreland 1950s, probably. Big old candy dish thing. And we're starting out at $18 is where we're starting with this. Huh? All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Boy, they loved them, some grapes and cables. Wouldn't it be nice to find a banana once in a while embossed on something? But it seems like it's always these grapes. I like grapes. I grew up with a neighbor that had a little grape orchard. Oh, I could sit out there and eat grapes all day. Spit out the seeds. Sometimes I'd swallow the seeds. You've seen this before. There's the lid. Pretty milk glass. Solid white. Good. Solid white. None of that milk glass that looks like 2% milk. You know the milk glass I'm talking about. It looks like skim milk. You can almost like see through it. No. I'm not selling any of that. We're selling solid, opaque, beautiful white milk glass, which is really supposed to mimic porcelain. The high bid is $26. No, I think the high bid is $30, and we will count it down. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. That is a big, heavy thing. A big, heavy thing. All right, stop is in there. Now let me hit refresh. Oh, I've got some more Silvercrest coming. When did our family take our decorations down when I was growing up? Early January. There's no rush to take them down. Sometime in early January, I think my mother would take the things down. Okay, that went to Patty Thurman at 35. Let me back up. Yes, grapes do love the sandy soil. I see Patty Thurman at 35. 35. Patty, thank you. I'm not going to Ulma's relation. Ulma Thurman. Can you dance like her? I can. They're saying, what is he talking about now? Will you just be quiet and sell the stuff? Yeah, hit refresh. Who's in Raleigh? All right, now you guys are talking about stuff, and if I don't watch it, then I don't know what you're talking about. Live chat? Okay. Thank you, Patty. Wow, I've got a lot of clear glass too, but let's do this. Is this Bryce Higby? Ooh, 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 ooh. Hey, Attic Fair, are you still here? Because you were naming a whole bunch of stuff, and I might forget. I might get some of these wrong. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that fleur de lis. Now, from what I can tell, this is a Bryce Higby pattern, and we're going to start at $16 on this. I believe this is the Bryce Higby arched fleur de lis. I like to do my lips that way. Fleur de lis. I'm very pretentious. And it's made from the 1898 to about 1906, something like that. It's pressed glass. There are no chips or cracks on it. No, it's in good condition. Yep. Yep. See? And it goes 9 inches across. I mean, you know, that's the diameter of it. And a few little scratches right in the center. It's pressed glass, but look at that pattern. It's a pattern I don't often see. Hold it still so they can see it. I'm holding it still. Back it up. Back it up. All right. Bryce Higby. Fleur de lis pattern. Arched fleur de lis. 1890s to about 1910 or so. The high bid right now is 30. I think KP has the high bid at 30. Going to a Mardi Gras. All right, we'll count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, it's in there. Now I see a bunch of bids came in late. Ah! Oh dear. Let's see here. Top chat, live chat. Boy, I'll tell you what, that when my heater broke, I was like, doggone it. But we patched it up. It should be good for another couple years. Is it Patsy M at 43? I think it's Patsy M at 43 on the Fleur de Lis. Patsy M, yeah. Patsy, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, everyone who placed bids. A Westmoreland pitcher and a cream and sugar, $18. You get all three. They are marked Westmoreland on the bottom, and they match. It's this quilted, whatever that pattern is called. And so no chips, no cracks, $18, and you get all three pieces. Westmoreland, that's a nice tall pitcher there, which stands, 8 inches tall. Yeah, $18, 8 inches tall, and it comes with the matching creamer and sugar. And there they are. And they don't have any damage on them. They're nice and pretty. See, those are also marked WG for Westmoreland glass. $18 is where we are on these three pieces. I've been doing some extra research on Westmoreland because in a few days, I'm going to do a special on the difference between Westmoreland's English hobnail and Anchor Hocking's Miss America, and how you can tell the difference. So There we have that. We have an opening bid, and we don't have a bid on that. So we're going to put these down unless we get a bid in the next couple of seconds here. $18 for these two. Any interest? Any. Come on now. I like to keep it moving. If there's no interest, that's no worries. We'll keep going. All right, let's put them down. If someone pops in there at 18, I'll bring them back up. I've got my eye on it. I don't know what that is on my screen up there, but that's okay. Let me just hit refresh to make sure. Okay, there is one. M. Rodriguez came in at 18. Okay, M. Rodriguez. We do have a bid there. Jeffrey M. Rodriguez at 18. And so we'll count this down. The high bid is $18, and we're going to count these down. 10, 9. Let me put the stop in there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And that might be going to M. Rodriguez unless somebody else jumps in there. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're going to hit that. And it looks like it might be M. Rodriguez at 18. I do believe it is. I want to thank you, M. Rodriguez. You got it. Okay. We next have a Waverly Diamond File fan. Is this Westmoreland? I think it might be. Now, why is that blue console bowl all by itself? Hold on for a second, folks. Bryce Higby ribbed ellipse. Oh, no, that goes there. Yes, indeed. Okay. Getting myself a little confused here. Hold on. Hopefully I can do this without. Oh, I did it. Okay. This one piece is $15, and I believe this is also made by Westmoreland. And I think this is called the Waverly Diamond File vase circa 1890. And we're starting at $15. It's 9 inches tall. It has no damage on it at all. And look at how beautiful, simply elegant that it is. This tall, clear EAPG vase. I really like the file that runs up and down here. What they call the diamond file. Looks like a what? A snake? Oh, a milkshake glass. Now, you know, I'm sitting here holding this thing, and you got to stop and remind yourself, this goes back to the 1890s. If you stop, you know, who was president in the 1890s? I mean, I know that was rhetorical. You know, what was going on in world history? And then you think this piece of glass was there. Wow. So it's a beautiful vase, and it's all set. The high bid right now is $46, a Florida Golden Girl on this lovely vase. And I'm going to count it down to keep the ball rolling here. It is 9:26, and we want to finish up by 10 o'clock. So we'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And you know, the folks that say poo-poo on the clear glass, they have never seen a beautiful table in mahogany or walnut filled with beautiful EAPG or American Brilliant cut under candlelight. They've never seen it, or they wouldn't poo-poo it. And you guys know that. We love our clear glass. I know I do. And it looked like, Harry, you might have gotten that one too. I see you at 60. Okay. And I did get your email, Harry. So what I'm going to do is, just again to remind everybody, and it's exciting to have some new folks. It's always great. The now I lost my track. Oh, I'll work on the invoices tomorrow morning, right? So you can expect to get an invoice from me sometime tomorrow in the morning time. So Harry, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you everyone who placed bids. I appreciate you guys. Silvercrest, platter, and compote. Okay, let's do, oh golly, let's do both of these separately because they don't go together. We'll talk a little bit about why they don't go together. They were made at different, well, let's do that. Just have a little lesson, and you guys can help me too because you might know the dates. Which one of these is a little bit older? We'll call this the platter or the compote fruit bowl. Which one is older? They're both made by the same company. But one of these was made before they changed the formula. Can you tell? I bet you can tell. Yep, that's right, Robin. Yeah, and how come? What makes the platter a little bit older? No, this isn't doing well, I can't get it to show up like I want to. Well, what you can probably see is, and I don't know how well that you can, we didn't really have white until some point in the 50s. Yes, this is a little bit, that's right. This is solid, heavy, white. This is a little on the milky side. This is a little on the almost like skim milk side. They didn't have a formula yet. Now, what year was it? See, I don't know, but there was a certain year when Fenton changed its formula. And their milk glass became solid opaque, where this has that little bit, I can see through this. I can't see through that. I can see light passes through this. Light doesn't pass through that. So I don't know what year it was, but yeah, the Ring of Fire, all that stuff, right? Okay, so let's do them one at a time, just to show you that we have two, and that really isn't supposed to sit on there. But all right, the big one, $20 of the big Fenton. This is Fenton, $20. Oh gosh, it stands 8 inches tall and it's 9 inches across. Great big, just for this one piece, big Silvercrest piece of Fenton, unmarked. So made after they changed their formula, whenever that was in the 50s. Yeah, the 50s. Trojan. What does it say? Yeah, I know. I don't know what, sometime in the 50s. Yeah. The formula changed. So this is probably made circa 1960. We'll just say that. Silvercrest, Fenton, excellent condition. No chips, no cracks. Fruit bowl, console bowl on a great big stem. This is heavy. I know Colonel Mustard did it in the library with the candlestick, but he could have easily done it with the Fenton Silvercrest. That would be silly. Colonel Mustard. Okay, we'll count this down. We have a bid of $20, and I'm going to try to speed it up a little bit here. So don't be shy. $20 is the high bid. Melissa J has a high bid of $20, and I'm going to count it down. Let me put the stop in there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. All right, stop is in there. And you obviously know the next thing is going to be this piece here. And this piece is going to, let me first see who our winner is here on the big fruit bowl thing. Somebody's getting a pizza delivered across the street. Yum, 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 num, num, num. Sandra Garcia at 30. Sandra Garcia at 30. You get it. Sandra G, right? I think so. Okay, good. Now this big platter, which that could sit on if it wanted to, is what, 12 inches. That little guy starts off at $12. Now remember, as we said, this is a little bit older. $12 on this piece here, Fenton Silver Crest, because it's that it's not opaque. It's not transparent because it doesn't let light through, but it's not completely solid. I can't see through it, but it does, light does pass through it. So translucent. Is that right? You can't see through it, but light goes through it. But it's not opaque. That's opaque. That's okay. It's pretty. It's white. It's Fenton. It's Silvercrest. We have an opening bid of $20. Kells, Kells. Yeah, that moon glow. Yeah, that's good term. Moon glow. Mm-hmm. I kind of like the old formula. Where you get a little bit of that ring of fire. I kind of do. Let's count it down. Here we go. Let me put the stop in there. And our high bid is, I don't know, 21? No, 30. All right, we'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What kind of cookies would you put on that? Has to be a snow and ice theme. How about those Italian wedding cookie things with the white puffy confectioner's sugar on it? I don't know what you would put on there that would be blue like ice. Oh, how about that ice, that candy, that rock candy? You could do that. Remember making that as a kid? You take a pencil and put a piece of string on it and let it hang down in a little mayonnaise jar of hot water that had sugar dissolved in it. Did anybody do that? Kells at 30. Kells, you got it at 30. And thank you so much. I think you might be new to me, and I love it. We're having so many new folks here tonight, and it is wonderful. Thank you so much, everyone who's here, old folks and new folks. You see, don't be shy. You can just jump right in. And you got it, Kells. So forgive me if I have gotten your information before. I don't think I have. So would you kindly send it to Old Curiosity Shop 99@gmail.com. And if you'll do that tonight, I can make sure you and I are connected. Oh, snowballs would be good on there, Carmen. And I want to thank Jeffrey for putting that information up there. And I know a couple other folks have been putting it in there for me as well. Thank you so much, because you really make this a lot easier for me by helping me out in that way. We've got an American Brilliant cut at $25. Now look, this is cut glass wonderful. I can't find a signature. It is not chipped. You may find a tiny pinhead flea bite. It's almost impossible. And you American Brilliant cut folk know it is almost impossible not to have a little flea bite somewhere on one of these teeth. But I can tell you right now that I've gone through all of this and we're not missing any teeth. I'm missing a tooth back there. Remember, you heard about my tooth I lost. Well, listen, this beautiful thing is completely cut glass. And you know that by a couple of things, the weight, yeah, and the brilliancy. Right. Now, if you want to ping it, you can ping it. You do get that pretty sound. See? Now, I've heard people say, oh, pinging doesn't mean anything. Well, I would disagree with that. If I ping that pressed glass piece, it isn't going to sing like that. There's a lot of lead in there. So none of the teeth are missing up here on this bowl. It's 8 inches across and about 4 inches tall. I will hold it still. That is a beautiful piece of American Brilliant cut glass. And I do not know which company made it. But it is exquisite. And when sunlight comes in, this will shine and put beautiful sparkles all over your walls. The high bid right now looks like, oh, I don't even think, did I tell you where we start? We might not even have a bid. We don't have any bids. Okay. Oh, we do? We do. I think Karen K has the high bid at 30. Okay. So Karen, I think, has the high bid of 30 on this beautiful American Brilliant cut piece. Yep, I see it now. Okay. Go ahead and put coleslaw in it. Go ahead and eat your Captain Crunch out of it. I mean, come on now. You can't take it with you. Have you ever seen a hearse pulling a U-Haul? Use it. Ping it. I mean, what good is it doing sitting in a china closet, doing nothing? All right. Karen K has the high bid of 55, I think. And we're going to count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You use it all the time? You should use it all the time. You should use it. Won't the acid in coleslaw leach out the lead? I don't want to give any false information, so I don't know that it will do that, and I don't know that it won't do that. So I won't say. I do know that the whole uranium glass, let's not get into that. We know that you can use uranium glass. Maybe someone who knows the facts, which I don't know the facts about that. It's a good question, but I wouldn't give an answer because it would be, I wouldn't want to give false information. And I would appreciate it if no one else would. It's a very good question. Very good question. Let's see here. You usually use it at Christmas for fruit salad? Ooh, good. That sounds good. What kind of fruit salad did you put in it? We've got an American Brilliant cut. Oh, that piece right there went to Karen K at 65. 65 Karen, Karen K. I've got it. Karen K at 65 gets the American Brilliant cut. Yay, tall. $15 on these. Okay, so these are going to be for 15. Yeah, I will go ahead and say that these two pieces right here, this big tall thing and this little tiny thing, $15 for the two. These are not cut glass. They're pressed glass. That's a toothpick holder, and that's a tall compote, which is really pretty. And I like this a lot. I like both of these a lot. $15, and now that's going to be for both of them. Both of them. This is unmarked. I'm thinking maybe Imperial might have made this, but it's really pretty. It stands 9 inches tall. Look at that. 9 inches tall on that. No chips, no cracks on it. Very pretty piece of pressed glass. And then this little guy here is a toothpick holder, and he sits on the table like this. And then embossed inside, it says Chicago Merchandise Company, and then Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Can you see that on the inside? Now, I did some digging into this a while ago, and now I forget what I dug up. But they either had an outlet that sold it in Philly, or I can't remember, but you can find it on the internet. You can look all that up. Chicago Merchandise Company, and then it says Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on the inside. So it is a toothpick holder, or if you're feeling very special, it's a little tiny crown. I better get it off of the top of my head and go ahead and tell you that the high bid right now is $32. Yeah, for a very tall kitty could eat out of this. Let me put my stop in there. And we'll count these down. The high bid right now looks like it's 32. I think so, Randy. Turn of the century? Yeah, I think so. It is fancy. We'll count these two pieces down. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are right on schedule. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. Refresh. How are we doing on our first annual snow and ice sale? I'm having fun, and it's been fun finding these things all throughout the year to bring to you tonight. Oh, wait a minute. Did I not put the stop in there? I thought I did. Oh, I don't see the stop either. All right, we'll put it in. I thought I put the stop in there. What happened to it? Paste. All right, it's in there. No, I don't see D. All right, it's in there. I think we didn't have anybody after Harry Fern at 48. So if that's okay, we'll go with Harry Fern at 48. And then, oh, you know what? I forgot. I did. How many of you have been waiting for that Decagon cream and sugar? Let me go get it. And then I've got one more piece over here. Ooh, I forgot. I done forgot. Here we come. Hold on to your garter belts. You're going to have a fit when you see this. Oh my goodness. Oh my word. Let me sit down. I can't believe I'm parting with it, but I can't keep everything, and I'm in the business. No chips. No cracks. $35 is where we start on this exceptional Eat Your Heart Out Miss Lemon Cambridge glass Decagon over the moon Art Deco cream and sugar with its little carrying caddy thing here. Look at the lightning bolt handles. Look at this blue color. 30, what did I tell you? Did I tell you, Jeffrey, where we're starting on that? This piece is amazing. Let me get my stop in there so that I'm ready. All right, let's just take a look at the creamer. Look at the lightning bolts. Super duper clean. Look at the sugar bowl with lightning bolt handles. What? And then look at its little carrying doohickey thing here with the lightning bolt handle here at the top. No chips or cracks on it, just beautiful fire polished American made Cambridge glass in an Art Deco style that just, you know how much I love deco, and I'm always looking for good examples of it. The high bid right now looks like it's 55. All of these little points are begging to be chipped. Chip me, chip me. Hear them begging. And after all the years, it didn't get chipped or broken. So I'm thrilled to be able to offer this to you from the 1930s, late 20s, early 30s. I don't know what year Cambridge made this, but there's not a whole lot of it. This kind of stuff didn't go over too big with the American public. A little too modern for us Americans. This European deco stuff. We got into the streamline, the American streamline, but all this harsh angled lightning bolts and pyramids and ziggurats and all of it. It was big for a while, but you know, most people down on the farm, this wasn't really what they wanted on their tables. But it's sophisticated and charming, and it could be yours. We're going to go ahead and count it down. The high bid is 55 to Kells. And Kells, you have already won something tonight, okay? And I didn't check. I hope you did send me your information. I think that you did. You sent it to me. Yeah, we went through that. Okay. Let's count it down. High bid now is, I can't see, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. The stop is in there. And let me put this down carefully. And Frosty, you stay away from it. If you're going to melt, go outside. Okay, let's see. And then I think we've only got one more thing, and that's it. Top chat, live chat. And it looked like Lisa. Lisa, at 100, it's yours. And you know I'll be seeing you soon. Wait a minute. Because I've got all of your other things and a few surprises. Let's see. Decagon, cream and sugar cane. We got. Okay, Lisa, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone who placed bids. Boy, I'll tell you, I will keep looking for these wonderful things. Now, look, we got one more thing, and then we're done. Then we'll chit-chat for a minute. The last thing that we've got for you tonight I think is the Bryce, no, yes, the Bryce Higby Admiral Ribbed Ellipse. Is that what that is? And we're going to sell it along with a big blue console bowl. And here is, okay, so $25 is where we're going to start with these. Look at this big blue console bowl from about 1929. I love it. And I don't see any reason why you couldn't put that right in the center of it and have that on the center of your table. It fits in there perfectly. Now, they don't go together. I know they don't, but look at that. So the console bowl is a big one. It's not chipped or cracked. It's 12 inches across and these rolled edges. So this sits on the table and this rolled edge will come down and just about, a quarter of an inch above the table, it will hover. You put one of those black glass bases underneath of it and it's absolutely stunning. And then I didn't break anything. And then the vase itself is about 10 inches tall. And I believe this is the Bryce Higby Admiral Ribbed Ellipse. And this is an EAPG pattern. And this would also date to the turn of the century. We're talking around 1900. So $25 for the two pieces. And that will do it. So we do have a high bid right now. I think Bonnie has a bid. Becky Leslie says, am I all set up for my purchase? Hang in there for a minute. And then as soon as I'll check the email in just a second. So hold on, if you will. And then as soon as we're done with this, I'll check that for you. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. So we'll count this down with the blue console bowl. The high right now is $31 and we're counting it down. 10, that's for the two pieces. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to check the email in just a second. And I'm going to make sure everybody that was new got a hold of me. All right, put that down. Let me hit refresh on this and we'll see. Oh, now Frank Sinatra is singing Autumn in New York. Can you hear that? You guys can't hear it. It looks like Florida Golden at 51. Thank you, Florida. And hey, Florida, guess what? In your package is also going to be a return address paid label for you to ship that dish back to me, and then I'll get it to Jeffrey. Thank you for holding on to it since July. Timeless Tommy hasn't been here in a while. There's some family illness with him, so you might want to keep him and his family in your prayers. His mother's health is failing, so that's it. Okay, now someone asked me, hold on if you will. I'll say this though, everyone. Let me just go to my email, and I want to double check for the folks that might be wondering if they got a hold of me. Hang in there, but that's it. We had a sale tonight, and it was a lot of fun. I'll chit chat with you for a little bit. I don't know if any special guests are going to join me. I don't see anybody in the green room, so it's probably just going to be me. And there it is. There's Kells. Okay, so yes, I think we do have. Okay, so I got a message from Kells, and somebody else was asking me. Well, anyway, if it's time to go, listen, let me say goodnight to everyone who is on their way out for the night. Thank you so much for being with me on the Snow and Ice sale. I've got an entire year to look for more pieces to come and sell, maybe this time next year. And I appreciate everyone being here. Thank you. So we'll chat for a little bit, and I know everybody likes to chat with each other. Let me double check here in the email, and I do see I did get my message from Harry and Kells and Connie. I thank you so much for that. Let's see, Becky Leslie. Yes, Becky, you asked me if you were all set, and I've got your name, your address, PayPal. Is this email? Okay, I think we've got it. I think everyone who was new tonight, I think I have all your information. Anyone who doesn't get an invoice from me by 12 noon tomorrow, and if you're at work and you can't check private emails during the day, don't worry about that. Check it when you get home. But if you check it when you get home, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night, if you still don't see an invoice from me, that means something went wrong. Either I messed up or you messed up. So you reach out to me at oldcuriosityshop99@gmail.com. We should be okay though. We should be okay though. Okay. Yes. Oh, now the ink spots are on. What are they singing now? The Gypsy? Or If I Didn't Care? Anyway, that's it. If you've got some snow coming your way, or you've already had it, or you're dealing with all this nor'easter flooding that we've got over here in my part of the country, hang in there. You know how the weather is. Check on your neighbors, pets, and the elderly, and we'll all get through it. Stay cheerful during these dark months of January and February. And you can tune into the Old Curiosity Shop. We're going to have another Barbie doll clothing. We're going to get through all 16 of those bags. And I want to thank everybody who's helping me out on that. You've been very, very helpful, and I'm appreciative of it. Okay, Thunder and Snow. Wow. Oh, and round of applause, Jeffrey Reed. Round of applause, reverse. He was my surprise guest moderator tonight, and I want to thank him. I want to thank everyone else who was doing some moderating as well, just sort of helping out and keeping everything running smoothly. We had over 500 folks tonight, and it was a joy. I think it went pretty smoothly. It can be overwhelming when there's that many folks, and the chat is just going, woo! But you guys did great tonight. You made it easy for me to do this, and it's not that easy. But you made it easy for me, and I appreciate that. All right. Now I've got that much coffee still. That's it. I've got one little, can you see that one little sip in there? It's still hot. That's it. From the dining room of the 1925 bungalow, this is Scott saying, thanks for watching. There'll be another cat running around here one of these days, but that's it. Let's do it again. Okay, we'll do it again. Thanks. Harry says, let's do it again. In a year. We'll have some other specials. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not ready to do that. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. I'm going to fill you in on a secret. Move in. Move in. He doesn't know it yet. Well, he kind of knows it, but he doesn't really know it. Patrick, the trusty huckster. Now, he has his own channel, and I've done some sales with him before. He's going to be in Manhattan for a couple of days. And he invited me, and I said yes, and then I said no, and then I said yes, and then I said no. And then my heater broke, and I said, oh, gosh, I can't afford it. And then I had to put 4 new tires on my truck, or 4 new brakes on my truck. So, guess what? I'm going anyway. I'm going to drive up. No, I think I'll take the train. I won't film it this time. Anyway, next weekend, going to spend one night in Manhattan, maybe 2, and go to the Antiques Armory show. And I haven't confirmed it with Patrick yet. So if he's watching, he already knows. But yes, so I'll be doing some filming, and I'll be in the Big Apple. Might even venture into one of the other boroughs. Going to go to the antique show, and perhaps he and I will do a live at some point So just a little surprise, something fun that I'd like to include you guys with. If you've never been to I was at the Armory show. I want to say, I don't remember what year Jacqueline Kennedy passed away, but I do remember I remember being there at the Armory, and maybe one of those, of course, didn't buy anything, but I'll be there. And then in February, the Vintage Vinny will join me again here in good old South Jersey, and he and I will have a live chit chat and a live sale, and we'll go shopping together sometime in early February. So a couple of fun things for me, and hopefully that you'll be able to enjoy watching as well. All right, I just wanted to tell you about that. All right, that's it. Go to bed. I am going to bed. Night, night. Thanks all. So long for now. Bye-bye. Good night. Good night.